So Freunde, herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Video vom Kanal. Ich bin heute mal hier zu Gast bei zwei Locals, bei Freunde und Shelby. Die haben hier eine Shrimp-Farm zu Hause. Und wir kriegen mal eine kleine Tour, ich mache das Ganze auf Englisch. Ich hoffe, ihr versteht alles. Aber das ist nicht der einzige Grund, warum ich hier bin, sondern wir gehen gleich noch ein bisschen in die Wildnis. Aber jetzt geht es erstmal eine ganz kleine, kurze, schnelle, spontane Tour. Los geht's.
Hello. Welcome to our house. Enjoy all the shrimp and hopefully it's not too much for you.
Ja, wir sind hier, where we are, in Florida, in
Spring Hill, Florida.
Spring Hill, Florida. Esther Maus von Aquarien hat uns den Kontakt hier vermittelt und ja, wir sind halt mal hier zu Besuch. Ich werde hier gerade erstmal abgeschleckt, warte mal ganz kurz. Hallo, hello. Okay. Also mal ganz kurz zu erklären, das ist ein bisschen durcheinander. Cor und seine Frau haben mich eingeladen, ihn mal hier zu besuchen. Er züchtet Shrimps. Esther von Aquarien hat uns den Kontakt hierher gestellt. Und ja, wir werden heute den Tag mit ihm zusammen verbringen, beziehungsweise werden jetzt erstmal hier im Haus eine kleine Runde laufen. Wir kriegen eine kleine Tour. Danach werden wir ein bisschen in die Wildnis fahren. Und Cor gibt uns noch eine kleine Tour. Let's show your living room. No.
So this is the living room. It's got like 240 aquariums. We just have like a little plant farm here. A lot of our mosses, our mixed moss and stuff for sorting. We just set up this aquarium for 32 shrimp tanks.
Yeah.
And then there is 90 10-gallon shrimp tanks there. And then this wall has 100 shrimp tanks.
100?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. So you can come in here. And this is where we do our live stream area.
Ah, okay.
So we built like a room for our live stream out of aquariums, because that big goof of a dog, he'll just come barreling in, knock the mic over, knock the light over. So we've got them sectioned off here, but basically the majority is shrimp, but Shelby's got some of her fish worked in and scattered through. So we are working on building more stands for her. We have some tanks on the refrigerator, all carabiner up top. We do have some...
all space is used, yeah.
Yeah. We do have some newts.
Some newts?
Yes.
Show me.
They're in here, I promise. They're big too.
They don't want...
There's one laying down right here.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. There's 3 of them right here.
Okay, you have the same problem like me, you're just on the way that you told me before.
Yeah.
You don't have to clean the tanks.
Yeah, so we've been traveling. We were in Texas last weekend. Before that we were in Connecticut. Before that we were in North Carolina. So in between all of the shows I haven't really been cleaning the glass. I've just been doing water changes and feeding everything. So it's a little bit dirty, but you can tell the water's still clean.
Yeah. Nice.
And these are Sulawesi shrimp?
Sulawesi?
Yes.
Yeah, there are Sulawesi shrimps, yeah.
And then we got more in there, and then some of the blue-legged posos ones in there. And then the rest are just snails and neocaridina.
Okay.
We do have some more newts and sirens down here, but the glass is really bad there. Like, you come here. We've got some aquascape tanks.
Oh, nice.
I'm still working on this one.
That's a nice one. I used the same wood for a bigger tank.
Yeah, that's all the wood I had of this kind of wood. I used it all, yeah. And then I did this tank out of just dragonstone. This is like my oldest aquascape tank that's still around in the house. Okay. And then we just set up those in Connecticut not that long ago, so it's going through that fresh cycle still. And then here's one of Shelby's oldest tanks. She just kind of let it go. It needs a good trim and a cleanup, but. And then yeah, we use all the space, so we got the hallway, all caridina shrimp for the most part, and then I do have some shell dwellers in the middle there.
Ah.
more carabiner. We do have some of Shelby's fish in here, but I do have some rare.
Kili.
Yes, and that's a Florida native. We could catch some of those.
Okay.
And then I do have some of the rare shrimp. I do have some CPD Celestial Pearl Danios in there.
It's also native here?
No. And then this is my son's room. Just watch your stuff.
Oh, okay.
So all carabiner.
A lot of. How many shrimps do you have in the house?
There's over 140 different varieties, and then there's 300, at least 300 tanks dedicated to just shrimp, and then we've got the 70 ponds outside.
Okay. And how many liters of water you have in the house?
I don't know how many liters of water or even gallons, but these are all 10 gallons, so I don't know how many liters are in a gallon. 2.3?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. My conversion charts are way off. My dad is from New Zealand, so I know a lot of metric. I just don't know the conversion back and forth. And then we have my son scape this tank.
Ah, nice. Black water.
What's that?
Black water? No,
it's not supposed to be black water, but the wood is just producing so much tannins in the water, and it's due for a water change. But he's really into Nerf guns.
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
We got them all up on the walls, and this is his one tank for now. Mm-hmm. He's gonna start raising the red cherry shrimp, selling the red cherries, and then what I'm gonna do is I'll make a deal with him is if he can maintenance this, and then I'll give him the bottom row here, and then once he's able to maintain this, I'll give him another row until the whole room's his. And then if he wants to do shrimp and continue doing the shrimp, he can. If he wants to, use it for something else, it's his to use. But he's got to at least show me that he can maintenance the easy stuff before he upgrades to something harder. Yeah.
Nice.
I have the garage, but I'll save that for a little bit later.
Okay.
We'll continue in the house first. And then this is my daughter's room.
Also keeping shrimps.
So at first she didn't have any aquariums in her room, and then one of our presidents from our aquarium club goes, "Hey Layla, how many tanks you got in your room?" And she's like, "None." And then she was real sad about it. I was like, "Layla, you want tanks in your room?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What do you want?" And she's like, "A rack like Jaden's." So this is the exact same rack that was in his room. Mm-hmm. And I said, I can put all shrimp in it. And she goes, "Yeah, one fish tank." So she had some daisy rice fish in here. We've moved those outside, but the rest of them are all shrimp. And then she has her one aquascape tank right here.
Ah, nice little cave.
And then she's got some blue dream Neocaridina shrimp in there.
Yeah. Nice cave.
I just got done doing the water changes in this room, so that's why they're not trash cans for trash. This is clean water, the finest minerals for our shrimp, and then I just use these pumps, and then they hook onto the clamp, and then I can adjust the flow and fill up 2 tanks at once, or 4 tanks at once. So
that's nice.
And then I've got 5 trash cans that I mix all my water in and cycle the pumps around. So. Oh wait, I gotta show you the rare shrimp in the house. I'm sorry.
The rare shrimp?
The rare shrimp. So, in this tank we have green caridina, and there is other green caridina, but these are a yellow base instead of a black or blue base. So as they age, they'll always stay green. But those are the only shrimp that I have that nobody else in the world has. Everything else, there's other people that have developed very similar lines, or they're a little bit closer to it than I was, so they beat me to it. But these are my pride and joy.
Okay.
And some of the nicer Galaxy Pintos.
Galaxy Pinto? Yeah.
That'll help if I turn the light on.
That's okay. Yeah.
And then again, outside's a little bit rough too for the same reason, but
Ooh-ha.
It's a little bit hot this time of the year, and our trees produced a lot of pollen, so it just dumped into the pool, making it the perfect green water situation. But the koi are still thriving. We've got some diamondback terrapins in here also.
It's normally a swimming pool. Now it's a pond.
yeah. We had some issues with sinkholes, so instead of constantly fixing the issue, I turned it into a pond and enjoy a lot more. And then we've got some muck buckets where we do some pond plants, and then I've got some platinum rice fish that I moved. So there's some babies growing up. There's the adults. But not a lot going on out here. There should be a ton of guppies in all of these, but I haven't had the time to put them out here to feed them, to take care of them and do everything. So they're inside right now, but it's definitely pond season. I got to get them out sooner or later. Yeah. And then there's the other diamondback terrapin.
Yeah, nice one.
This is the
yeah, I know.
It takes a lot of effort to make it close up, but eventually will shut on its own. It's not the Natuna aquatica that's super sensitive.
Mimosa.
You just tap it and
Mimosa,
yeah. And you can come out here. These are all shrimp tubs. So
okay.
Inside there's not a lot.
Are you breeded outside?
Yeah. So there's not a lot to see out here. I'll show you the greenhouse, but every single tub has a different color. There's blue in here, we have red in here, more red. These are black. And then we've got some yellows.
It's the color from the shrimps, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then all of these are aquarium plants that me and my daughter take care of and raise. So she'll come out here and help me set up the pond substrate that we mix out of using old substrate that's been siphoned into our pool, and we'll mix it up with peat moss and organic garden soil to mix up the substrates. And then we've got some hydrogen and lava rock and stuff like that too, but it's not a huge nursery, but we're just getting started until we fill up the other greenhouse. And then you see the other side has all the IBC totes to run more.
Yeah.
They're just not plumbed and ready yet. That's a project I'll get done this year. And then I'm in the middle of this right now, and I'm swapping over a lot of the stuff. This is, if you post this on your channel, they'll see it before anybody else has, because half of these ponds were over here. I had a bunch of barrels in here. The barrels are now over there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm getting more of the IBC totes in here, so that way it's easier to work in. They're covered and protected from the dragonfly, so that way I can just go in here. If I need to see the shrimp, I just cut the air valve to them, and then you can see all the yellows. There's some tadpoles in here from the invasive Cuban tree frogs, but so we got yellows in there. There's black rose in this one, blue dreams, red cherries, and then I've got more turtles in the pond right here.
Yeah, they're hungry. Also?
These are, I got some musk turtles in here. But they like it muddy. They don't like it as clear water, so I've got some aqua soil in there just to kind of make them feel more comfortable, more at home.
Nice.
And then these are the next two ponds that I'm going to move out of here, and then I'll get more of these cut IBC totes in here. We were catching 1,000 Neocaridina shrimp a week for sale out of just this greenhouse. So the goal is by the end of the year to be able to do 2,000. So instead of the barrels and stuff, and the ponds are turned this way, I'm going to turn them this way so I can fit more ponds inside the actual greenhouse. Yeah. When I first did this, I didn't have 70 IBC totes. I thought this was like the best that I could do with the space, and now that I have all these extra IBC totes, I'm like, no, let's fit more of them in here. And then I'm draining this pond, getting ready to move it. But there's some massive blue neocaridina in here.
Yeah.
So I'm saving those, and I'll be entering those in the contest this weekend in North Carolina. So I'm just keeping the water level just there for them. And then just some other buckets. But this one trash can right here, I sell more red cherries out of this one than I do all my other red cherry ponds. Yeah, it's crazy how much this one little thing will produce thousands of red cherry shrimp. Outside in the Florida sun with the heat, they produce like rabbits. And then we put all of our culls into here. So if it's an ugly brown, black, blue, yellow shrimp, it's mixed. They go into here, and then we sell these ones cheaper. Let me just turn these back on before I forget. So yeah, that's pretty much the fastest, quickest tour I think I've given on film.
So, ihr bekommt jetzt nochmal ein paar kleine Highlights und Ausschnitte. Jetzt wird mich gerade gefüttert. Okay, now show us the garage.
We're gonna go around from the front.
Von der Front?
Open it, yeah.
Okay. Gut, jetzt bekommen wir noch die Garage gezeigt. Sorry, ich lasse es auf Englisch. Ich glaube, ihr versteht mehr oder weniger eher alle Englisch. Deswegen, last spot.
Yeah.
Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Oh, hier.
So this is...
Okay, here, some more.
Yeah. So we've got some roseline sharks in here. It's really hard to see because of the glass.
Okay.
Here, you can see them here. This is perfect right here.
Rotstichbarben. Ah, das sind sie ja. Nice.
And then, I'm sorry, the kids' bikes are in the way. I do have like one of my old aquascapes here, and then some of the Florida natives.
It's Kili? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Yep. That one's melanistic. And then I told you I had some hardscape material. So I'm in the middle. All of these bins are all full of rock. Every single box is all filled with a different kind of stone or wood. And then we've got some shrimp tanks, some fry racks and stuff like that. But this is a big project. Once Shelby's room is done, then I'll come back out here. But yeah, we've got the musk turtle right there, and then we've got another little guy in here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see them.
Nice.
But you can see we got all the extra fish tanks. These are all going into Shelby's fish room. So we got 36 of these that are going to go into her killifish rack.
It's UNS.
Yeah.
Rimless.
Is UNS big in Europe?
Yeah, it grows up.
Yeah. And then the algae on the tanks. I wish I'd scraped something for you. I just had no time, man. So, but this isn't what you came here to see. You came to see the springs. So that's where we're gonna head next.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Just figured I'd show you, man.
Vielen Dank. Thank you for showing.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
And yeah, now let's move to the spring.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.